rolling out my very first recipe. I'm celebrating moms. I look forward to celebrating moms. The month of May is one of those special months on Cup of Joe. And yeah, I have a mom today that, as I said, is let me say, a modern day mom. Yeah, one of those modern day chicks that, you know, there's no mommy, and she's also a health freak. She's kind of real cool, and, you know, so I had to kind of come cool. Because of her healthy nature, I was so thankful that I stand by Regal Quinoa. Regal Quinoa is simple, easy to do, and quinoa is one of those now power foods that you can do to, you know, supplement rice and other carbs. But it's so flavorful, it takes flavor really well. And because it takes flavor really well, I'm going to kind of kick it up a notch, so to speak, and use Mexican flavors. So what I'm doing today is a Mexican chicken quinoa, really like a one-pot kind of dish that we could have built. So I have my onions, as I said, working here, and I'm just going to add some nice red bell peppers. Any color bell peppers you have, hey, feel free to throw it in there. I kind of work with color, so I love red. There's some nice orange ones now in the supermarket. But yeah, so nice red bell peppers. Get that going there. Once you start to smell those onions sauteing and rendering, you know you're in business. Make sure you have your fresh green seasonings. This is good old Trini green seasonings. All around the Caribbean, they call this so many different things. Based on some of my travels in St. Lucia, they call it mom's seasonings. So applicable because we're celebrating mom. And I think why they call it mom's seasoning in St. Lucia is because mommy normally kind of pulls this together and have this in the fridge. Thyme and pimentos and all kind of nice onions and everything in here. When you throw it in your pot, the magic just happens at this level here. Get that in there. Most important, some garlic. Joe does not chop garlic, he presses garlic. Yeah? Get everything happening there. Everything, all the aromatics coming together nicely. And you start to smell all that goodness. So when you're talking Mexican cuisine, I mean, you play with it. When you think Mexican, we think corn, black beans, yeah? Doesn't that look cool? And I just like a little mushrooms for some earthiness. So I'm going to get some mushrooms in there as well. I want to start by seasoning in layers, salt, a little pepper. So this is going to be a spicy dish. I think Kineta is a kind of spicy girl. She looks like she could handle a little pepper. So the layer of seasonings that I have here all have a little element of smokiness or heat. So this is a smoked paprika. Smoked paprika, you could use ordinary paprika. If you find smoked paprika, try it. Once you go smoked paprika, you won't go back. This is cumin, or you can use jeera, right? These are all kind of very southwestern Mexican spices. This is chili powder. So this is where it has a little heat. Nice heat in there. You really just want to liberally sprinkle those spices all over there. And here I just have some good old all-purpose seasoning. Yeah. You know, I think when you think of that type of South American style cuisine, you think heat. And that's the great thing about cooking, guys. You know, sometimes you could change your flavor. So I have done so many dishes with Regal Quinoa. We did curry chicken and tossed it with the quinoa, and we gave the quinoa kind of curry local flavor. That was real cool. So we just decided to do something a little different. We have a sassy mama in the house, and we feel she could take some heat, so we went Mexican today. Right? Once that's happening, I'm now smelling nice layers of spice and heat. All the different flavors combining. Goodness. Goodness. I could add some chicken. So this is really just some chicken breast. Simple. We chopped it up, did the same layer of seasonings basically, a little salt and pepper, and sauteed it in a little frying pan and a little saute pan. Nothing, you don't overcook it because it has to go back here in some heat. Keeping it simple. Follow the directions on the pack. It really is too simple. You add some water. It doesn't need to boil like rice for 8 to 10 minutes. It comes together quickly. Once you see it kind of start, you see the little things kind of burst out there a little bit, the little grains. That's kind of what you want. And it must be really fluffy and nice like this. It takes a couple minutes to do. You just have to be patient with it. It will bloom when it starts to bloom. Bloom is the word I was looking for. Bloom. Yeah. And you adding this quinoa straight in here. Cooked quinoa. Fold in. So, truth be told, I love our one pot. I just love our one pot. So, every time sometimes I'm cooking, I recognize, I lean towards a kind of pilau finish. It's like a Mexican chicken pilau with black beans and corn. Don't fight, man. Yeah, Mexican pilau. Just using some healthy quinoa. At this stage, guys, always remember your seasoning layers. What you can do is give it a little taste to see where you are. This is one dish. This is protein, carbohydrates, peas and beans. I cover all the food groups in one pot. It's time to plate up. It's time to plate up. Now I can plate this one up, but I have a little special mixture here that I have kusumin. It's always good when it tastes better when it sits, relax, and the flavors all melt. So this one kind of, yeah. Another thing I like to do with these rice type dishes is do molds. So you take one of your little favorite little bowls. I love to do molds. You just ensure you stuff it as much as you can. Nice even stuff. Let's see if this will cooperate with me now. Yeah, nice little mold. You eat with your eyes. Must look pretty on the plate. So guys, during the month of May, as I told you, we're celebrating moms, and I want to introduce my first mom on, well, not my first, we kind of middle of the May, heading into Mother's Day. Met this young lady through their power couple on social media sensations, Anil and Kineta James. And they really just share their lives in a way that not many of us are willing to do. But I think their process on social media, I follow them on Instagram, and the things they share, every time they share a story and give you a part of themselves, they share a part of themselves, it can relate to something you're doing in your own life. Empower you, make you smile, change the pattern of your day, because trust me, they have a little hilarious thing that I don't think they recognize. They're probably super sad. They should be in Hollywood somewhere. But we're focusing on Kineta because she's a modern day mom with a young son. So please help me to welcome social media sensation, Kineta James. Welcome. Have a seat. I hope you like quinoa.
Well, here's a funny story about
There's
quinoa.
a funny story.
There is. There's always a story. So, one of the biggest stories about
Tell your story. Yeah, nobody here to stop you and interrupt you.
Well, here's
Tell
a
your
funny story. Anil wanted to go vegetarian. And that's what happened. So we had to start to eat quinoa. We only lasted a year. it didn't really.
Serious?
Yeah, it only lasted a year.
And that's why? That's why?
No, not particularly because of the quinoa. We just couldn't
Keep up
with the whole
Right.
vegetarian thing.
It's pressure.
Yeah.
So look, so this now has.
Well, looking at it, I can see why Anna used to say it looked like fish eggs.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I totally.
Sometimes that's not the most pleasing thing. But as I said, especially you guys
Yes.
are much very into health and
Yes,
weight loss
yes.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have trying to use it to replace.
And it's an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Once you season it well, it tastes wonderful.
And it takes flavors, as I said. You could
talking about taste
Yeah,
flavors,
come on, man. Are you wasting time?
Let me just try.
Thanks to Regal Quinoa for making it possible. I trust Regal Quinoa because sometimes it gets a little tricky to make, but Regal Quinoa, it's safe every time. Follow the directions on the pack.
For a second, I was worried about the pepper, but it's good. It's good. I like the spice, but not too much.
Right. No. So actually, none of these are pepper.
No, the chili.
The chili, it just has the heat. So the difference between heat and pepper.
Hello. Have you ever made an error and put too much chili? It's like
It could go crazy.
Yeah,
It could go crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
could
like
go
putting
crazy.
too much ginger. So yeah.
Yeah, it could go crazy. You're right.
So this is
You're
perfect.
right.
I love it.
You love it? You love it? Kineta loves it. Try the recipe on CupOfJoeCaribbean.com. We are coming back because we are going to get to know this lady a lot more than she already exposes herself on social media.
Anna's not here with me right now, like right here.
Not.
No.
Can't come and interrupt me. Let me tell my story. You can't come and interrupt me.
Okay.
It's all about you today.
Okay,
We
let's
coming.
do it.